All right. Last week's State of the Union was something I wasn't super interested in watching, but Dex watched and he said that, our guy Joe delivered. So I decided to check it out. And it actually started with an all-time moment that we'll never forget.
Mr. President, look over here, Mr. President. Mr. President.
That will live forever. This shot right here. Marjorie, however, did successfully bait the president into a chain reaction of blunders just by simply interrupting him in the middle of his speech.
Not really. Lincoln Riley, an innocent young woman who was killed by an illegal. That's right. But how many of thousands of people being killed by illegals? To her parents, I say, my heart goes out to you, having lost children myself.
Yeah, not a great moment. So the person that Biden was talking about was named Laken Riley, and Republicans have used her killing at the hands of an undocumented immigrant as leverage for stronger border laws and overall racist fear-mongering. But Biden's pronunciation of Laken as Lincoln really pissed Marge off, so much so that she pronounced it incorrectly as well during the after party. Here we go with Marge.
We've all been questioning his mental capacity, and he had this pen in his hand. I had given it to him as he walked down the aisle, and when I yelled out at him and I said, say her name, Lincoln Riley, he picked up the pen and he had it right there. It's easy to read, Laken, but he said Lincoln Riley.
If you missed it, here we go.
Say her name, Lincoln Riley.
She got it wrong too. Really, it's a hard name to get right. So something else that his people in his party, Biden's party, aren't thrilled about is his characterization of undocumented immigrants as illegals, with Congresswoman Ayanna Pressley telling the AP that just like we should not be implementing Republican policy, we should not be repeating Republican rhetoric. Biden at first was resistant to the criticism. Here's what he had to say when he was questioned about it, the day afterward.
Do you regret using the word illegal to describe immigrants last night, sir?
Well, I don't regret it. It was technically not supposed to be here.
Why would he say that? That's hilarious. I don't think Biden was expecting to get the question, so he wasn't really prepared, but he had a better response the next day when he had to sit down in front of MSNBC.
When talking about the man who allegedly killed Laken Riley.
An undocumented person. And I shouldn't have used illegal. I should have, it's undocumented. And look, when I spoke about the difference between Trump and me, one of the things I talked about on the border was I'm not going to treat any of these people with disrespect. Look, they built the country. The reason our economy is growing. We have to control the border and more orderly flow, but I don't share his view at all.
So you regret using that word?
Yes.
And this allowed Trump to pounce where, he saw an opportunity. Huh?
Wait, immigrants built the country?
We'll get more of that later. Okay. You didn't like that part?
I thought it was the...
Oh, we were immigrants. Did we have documents when we came over here?
When they talk about illegals, they're not talking about us.
They're not talking
about... So what's going on here?
Look, and I told Bill, I said, Bill, this is your moment, Bill. This was your moment. You missed it.
Bill would have had a field day with this.
Oh, he would have had a good time with that.
A field day. Yes, that's exactly what Biden said. But that's not the part that had Trump riled up. The whole part about Biden apologizing, had Trump disgusted. Just look at Trump.
That Joe Biden went on television and apologized for calling Laken's murderer an illegal. He didn't want to call him illegal. He's apologized. He said he should have called him an undocumented, not an illegal, and he wanted to apologize. They want to call him another name. Did you ever hear the other one? Newcomer. a newcomer to our country. Are we going crazy or what? Is this country going crazy? How about that one? Newcomer. The newcomer. No, he was illegal. And I say he was an illegal alien. He was an illegal immigrant. He was an illegal migrant. And he shouldn't have been in our country, and he never would have been under the Trump policy.
He really knows how to work his crowd, don't he?
Yes, he did.
Yeah, don't rile up.
He really does know how riling people up.
More from Trump later. So we highlight the blunders because they're hilarious. But overall, Biden got high praise for the energy in his speech. No one was talking about Sleepy Joe. And he wrapped it up with a nice little dismount.
I know it may not look like it, but I've been around a while. When you get to be my age, certain things become clearer than ever. I know the American story. Again and again, I've seen the contest between competing forces in the battle for the soul of our nation. Between those who want to pull America back to the past and those who want to move America into the future. The very idea of America is that we're all created equal and deserves to be treated equally throughout our lives. We've never fully lived up to that idea, but we've never walked away from it either. And I won't walk away from it now. I'm optimistic. I really am. I'm optimistic, Nancy. My fellow Americans, the issue facing our nation isn't how old we are. It's how old are our ideas. Hate, anger, revenge, retribution are the oldest of ideas.
Nancy was up there clapping. I know that's right. Shout out to Nance being front row center. Long time no see.
Last time we heard from her, she was talking about the situation.
Okay. She was filing a grievance with the government. Dex, you see Lindsay up there cheesing.
When I saw those, I was like, so you could use a bleacher. You could almost use a bleacher.
He was up there chuckling. How'd you feel about the State of the Union, Dex, since you watched it? Ty, did you watch it at all? I assume Dex is the only one that watched it. Did you watch it though?
Jason, the boy's over there dying, and you're gonna ask him a question. I know you saw it.
Coughing up a lung. My bad. I was like, sorry. Go ahead, Dex.
That was a little bit. I didn't get a chance to catch it. I was actually going to turn it on and watch it before the show. But other things happened to get in the way. But I'm glad to be able to see the clips.
Okay. Well, Dex, what did you think about the State of the Union? Did you like it?
You're not gonna believe this, but I watched the full thing, and at one point I heard myself say 4 more years. I was like, that's what you say. I was like, he ate it up, huh? He like that man put it on the plate and I ate it. Like that was amazing. And then at one point he brought Jill Biden out, and you know I'm a sucker for Jill Biden. He brought her out, and I was like, I'm gonna vote for Jill.
It is what it is.
I mean, we was never not voting for Joe. It's just like it was annoying that we were voting for. Like we were annoyed by voting for Joe, but we were always.
At least I could pretend like I was in at first. Now I can't even pretend like that. That was. I was like, damn, he's amazing. He really did it.
Look, he knows what to say. Long term.
I got one of them little shots, whatever they be giving Trump, a little adrenaline shot.
I would say it wasn't even what he was saying. It was more so how he looked and how he came across.
Yeah.
When he started talking about his age, like as if, because I feel like we talk about the age stuff with Joe Biden as if he doesn't know that he's old, and like he addressed it in a way that was just like, I'm fully aware of my age and I know exactly what I'm doing and where I'm going. And I was like, yes, sir, yes, sir, Commander.
That's Commander in Chief.
Yes,
took his vitamins. All right.